Hello, this is Nikki in Niagara coming to you from Niagara Falls, Canada. And today I am honored to bring to you a new publishing company. These books that I will be showing you today are published by The Coloring Hive, which is whose parent company is Jolt Books. Jolt Books, and of course The Coloring Hive, is owned and conceived by a lovely woman named Jillian. This is her dream and her conception here of owning a publishing company which represented under one brand various artists. So each of these books has its own credited artist, and yet they're all published under the brand The Coloring Hive. So not quite like your Ava Brown or a Jade Summer, who don't credit their artists but represent them under one brand. Here we have actual artists represented. Now I was fortunate enough for Jillian to send me some of her books, and I also purchased a couple of them myself. So I'm going to show you what I have today, and I'm not going to do full flips of them. I will do individual flips of each of these books over the coming week, and well, there's enough here that we're probably going to go into a week and a half. You'll be seeing full flip-throughs of each of these books. So the first book is called and one of the things that is great about the Coloring Hive books is if you go to their website, which is not on the back of the book. I'll tell you the website when, I think it's joltbooks.com/Coloring Hive, but I will put the correct link right here, so you're seeing it now, and it'll be down below. If you go to the website, the books tell you she's got beginner books, and she's got intermediate, then she has intermediate/advanced and advanced. I believe those are all the levels. And you're also told whether the lines are bold or unclosed. The style, you're told the themes, you're told a lot of information about the books that you aren't generally told but are important to know. I like to know whether I'm going to get open or unclosed lines. I like to know if the lines are thin or bold, and that information is there. So, I'm bringing these books to you because I myself am in love with the Coloring Hive. So first of all, we have Mythical Monsters, and this is a book that I purchased on my own. This book is illustrated by Kel Kitsch, and on the back of the book it tells us a bit about the artist. She is, not sure if it's a she or a he, but anyways, Kel Kitsch is a Japanese-Australian artist. This book contains 25 illustrations. It's a thick book, though, because it has an interesting layout. So anyways, we have the publishing information. Jolt Book Publishing and The Coloring Hive is a Canadian operation. Of course, they sell online worldwide, and is situated in Edmonton, Alberta. The beginning of each book starts with a coloring tips section and a palette and a color theory section. Each book also gives you your own color wheel to fill in, perhaps with the pencils or markers you intend on using in the book, or the ones that you most often use. You know, like personally I use Ohuhu markers a lot of the time, so if I was going to build this palette, I would probably use my Ohuhus if this was a coloring, if I felt this was a marker book. If it was a pencil book, I would probably put in the Prismas because they're my go-to pencils. Then we have a color swatch page. These are presented in groups of 2, which make it really nice to do color combinations on. That said, there is a note here telling us there is no wrong way to color in your new book. This is simply another tool in your coloring arsenal. Have fun. So this book is presented with, first of all, we get a page that tells us, remember this is Mythical Monsters, a page that tells us it's Pegasus, and then we have a very unique representation of the creature and some coloring notes. And that is what the rest of this book is like. I will just give you a skim through of the book. This artist is compared to Dr. Seuss, which I think is right on. This is an awesome coloring book. Okay, we'll move on to the next book. So there are children's books in this series as well, but these are not children's only books. They're what you would call your cute books, which adults really enjoy coloring. This one is Dragonland, illustrated by Sepida Pacnia. No information on that person on the back. This book belongs to, I'll just show you the beginning so you can see it's the same. Okay, Sepida Pacnia lives in Turkey and is a she. So we have these pages, and then once again we have coloring tips, and we have a color wheel. And this is all more aimed at children here with the large. This book contains 2 sets of illustrations, and the back tells us that there are 30. So we get 2 sets of 30 in this children's book. And the book is Dragonland. So we got our cute little dragon and the world that he lives in. So you get a total of 60 pages in here. You get a first set and your second set. Second set tells you to share the book with a friend, or share those pages with a friend. And there we go, second set. So just quick flips through these because I have a lot to show you. Another one, we have the children's books coming up here. This one is Unicorn Town. It is by Ludmila Koseshkina. And there are 2 sets of 25 books in this. Ludmila Koshkina is a children's artist, children's coloring book artist. I'll let you know more about her if it says. Yes, there is an about the artist section at the front of each of these books. She is Russian. Same beginning. First set of illustrations. So some of the books have 2 sets of illustrations and some only have 1. This is adorable. This is definitely not limited to just children. These are quite detailed pictures of the unicorns at work and play in their town. Christmas picture there. And the second set of pages. So aren't those just adorable? That's a happy birthday page. So you can do some seasons and celebrations in there. And the last children's book that I have here is again by Sepida Pacnia. This one is Monsterland. This is the Turkish artist. And Monsterland. Pictures here. These ones are a little bit more basic than the Unicorn Town, but definitely at a level that adults will enjoy coloring for fun. I love these. I think they're just absolutely adorable. So we have a quick flip through the book. I'm really excited about this new publishing company. I'm just taken by the themes that they do. Now, one of their first sets of books was mythological animals, so of course I was taken by that, as I love doing those creatures. This one is called Bewitching Beasts and is by Victoria Klain. And Victoria is another Russian artist. This book is on a more advanced level, and we can see there's more information in the palettes and color theory section. So this one has an introduction. Is that? Yes. So we get number 1, and we have a page to put some information, and we have our creature. Number 2. Information and our creature. Now it's not telling us what the creature is, though. So we'll have to guess on our own. Well, no, I think it goes that way. Oh, this is the nine-tailed fox. I forget what it's called. So yeah, here we go. Let's get some pictures. And again, that book has 25 illustrations. The next book is Mercurial Mandalas, and this one is illustrated by the author. Not the author. It's illustrated by the owner of this company, Gillian R. Wilson, and she is a Canadian artist. And I love this book. These are really nice mandalas, very different. So it gives you a title of the mandala, and then we have a coloring notes section. Tulip Ascension. Heart Root. Yeah. And a quick flip through here. Various skill levels, but really different. Some of these have like objects in them. There's one that has faces, I believe, that I saw. Tulips. That one's got sweets in it. Lollipops, ice cream, flower ones. That's got bees in it. Diamonds. Cacti. Yeah, so this is great. I'm really looking forward to starting that one. Then they had a section of witch books. This is the one that I chose, and it is by Liz Kelly O'Adermont. Excuse the pronunciation. So again, we get 25 illustrations in here. And this is sort of the, so we can see that there is a theme here where we get a page that tells us what number we're on, notes, and the picture. This one has bold lines in it, and it's kind of all the sorts of things that a witch would need in her home, and of various witches themselves in all sorts of activities. Really nice book there. And then I picked up another one of the Beast books, and we're just down to the last 2 here. This one is called Elemental Beasts, and is by Sarah Maspuri. This book has, I don't think it tells us on the back. Sarah Maspuri. Oh, there's no about the author section on here. So same information. And, oh, here we are. Sarah is an Italian artist. So we can see we have worldwide artists represented here. So we have an L horn. And the color, the picture. Now these ones have thin lines and are a little bit more detailed. I believe this book was listed under intermediate. The advanced books that they have, you will not see me flipping through because they are way above my level. But I love these creatures. The Wetland Sentinel. What's this? Mother Stream. Mouth of the river. So these were what? Elemental? Yeah, elemental beasts. So beasts of the land. Bite of past, present, and future. Well, these are awesome. These are not your typical creatures. House of the Fairies. Very interesting. And now the last book is very different from the ones that we've just looked at. And there are contemporary real-life books in this collection as well. And this is one that I chose right here. The Body Positive book. And this is by Katerina Sali. And there are 30 illustrations in this book. And this book does have duplicate copies. See if we have an about the author. Katerina is from the Ukraine, and this book I picked because it has a positive message, obviously, but this would be the absolutely perfect book to practice your skin. You get all kinds of different bodies and body types. We have people with hair, without hair. We have people of every single body type you could imagine. We have wrinkles, we have stretch marks, we have thin, we have very thin up to people who are big and fluffy. We have men, we have women, and we also have some body positive messages. Your opinion on my body. That's on the bottom of her shoe. All different, all beautiful. So I'm not going to do a full flip, but we've got all sorts of different kinds of bodies represented here. There are full body ones, and as you can see, it's not just humans. And a second set. It says to give it to a friend. So yeah. A very good book, which would be fantastic for practicing your skin tones on. And there we go, folks. This is my introduction to you of the Coloring Hive collection of coloring books, whose parent company is Jolt Books, run by the owner, Gillian Wilson. So I hope you have enjoyed my presentation of these books, and I'm very eager and excited to start coloring in these myself, and I hope that you will too. So look forward to some full flip-throughs of these books coming up on my channel over the next week and a half. And thank you, and goodbye!